you know what I like to do on Jackie Robinson Day? I like to look at some baseball cards. For those of you who watched Jeremy Lee give his condolences to my family for my death, I guess you can see now that I did not die. I'm sorry if that saddens some of you. My man Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards, is having a contest for reaching 2,000 subs. Congratulations. He reached out to me and wanted to do a fun contest where essentially you just have to show a card that you think I don't have that set represented in my collection. And he knows I'm, working on getting as many different baseball card sets as I can. And the contest includes, football, hockey, basketball as well. But he just wanted to do something fun. And there's all kind of obscure stuff. We thought we would learn about a bunch of different sets by doing this, and we sure are. It's funny though, because I think most of the things shown have been photos, not cards. I know I saw a disc. We're gonna have overseas issues. We have someone just showed a college card from 1910. So we're learning about a lot of great sets, and urge you to participate for my man Rick. I had seen somebody, and it was somebody I subscribed to, who said that he never watches me, and he never will, so therefore he can't participate in Rick's contest. And I think that's pretty sad, because you shouldn't punish Rick if you hate me. It's Rick's contest, it's not my contest. And it's to celebrate Rick's 2,000 subs. So if you support him, how you feel about me shouldn't matter. And when you put yourself out there, there are going to be some people that like my personality, some don't. Some got their panties in a bunch because of some joke I said or something that I said, and they're going to not like me and not watch me. That's fine. But don't punish Rick for it, man. All right, so I have a number of cards that I want to show, and it's coincidental on Jackie Robinson Day because I had discovered that my 1955 golden stamps fit in these sleeves so I could slab them in my new slabs, and I just slabbed my Jackie Robinson the other day, and I planned on showing it. And I didn't even realize that Jackie Robinson Day was here so soon. So that's the first one I'm going to show. It's a great stamp. 1955. These came in books, stamp books. They're perforated. You can still find the books still intact. And also, I slabbed this 1952 Sam Snead. And I guess right after the Masters, golf card is appropriate. And it also fits in these sleeves. So I was able to slab that up. I think these Wheaties cards, he has a portrait too. I think those are his only 2 golf cards ever. I saw Jeff Wilson just came out with a book, Card Flipping for Dummies. From the time I was young, this is the way I always felt about those Dummies book, the Dummies series. It's like, how bad does your self-esteem have to be for somebody to call you a dummy and you to pay them for that? Think about that. You're buying a book that says, for a dummy. I never got that. Going way back to the 80s. All right, I have a few other things. Did you know in 1978, Topps made, well, they didn't make, well, they kind of made, this is a different card. Let me explain. So, Spanish Zest soap came with some cards. In 1978, they came with some Topps cards. They were in cellophane on the top of the bar of soap. Here's the Willie Montañez, and they were all Latin players. And this one's really cool because it's a completely different card, completely different image, and he's not even with the same team that he was with on the regular 1978 Topps card. I have one in a binder. I don't know where that binder is to pull out, but he was with the Braves on his Topps card, and he was batting. So this is a totally different pose. So if you ever see one of these, it comes from Spanish Zest. They had a very limited group of players. Ed Figueroa was one, Bert Campaneris. I think something like 12 players, I think. Very limited, very limited. All right, I got a few new things I wanted to show. First, I got this great Post cereal from '63, Orlando Cepeda. And I got this Dr. J, this canasta from '86. Shown you my Michael Jordan in the past, but I picked up a Dr. J, and the guy sent me a Spud Webb. And it's funny, if you can notice, there's a difference. They actually list 5'7" on the Spud Webb, because on the other cards they do not list the height. But his amazingness was his height and how short he was to play in the NBA. And I was a Spud Webb fan, so very excited he threw that in there. That was very nice of him. And I got this exceptional piece. 1963 Bazooka panel. As you can see, with some great players. That was the last year for Stan Musial's Playing Days cards. And this Orlando Cepeda, I just showed you a 64 Wheaties stamp with the same image. And it's also the same image used on his 1963 Topps card. That's fantastic. And I realized I didn't have this for my 1986 Fleer basketball set, so I had to pick up a Dr. J sticker. It's a really sharp one and perfectly centered. Couldn't believe I was missing him. That's my man. I've been looking for this card for, I don't know, 2 years. And I finally got one. You know, these things are very pricey, and I didn't want to pay $500 for one. And I found this. It's not perfect condition, but got it for a really good price, and I get to add it to my set. And that's a Richie Ashburn 1958 Hires. I always love these because I have a little bottle of root beer back there. And got this great 1953 Redman, Warren Spahn. Over the last year, I've been adding a lot to this set. Or I should say to these sets, multiple years. Haven't been targeting any one specific year. And I needed to upgrade my 63 Jim Gilliam, so I did. Nothing too big. And I picked up this Hal Rice 54. Bowman needed that for my set. And then I had pulled out my boxing cards, my 1938, not all my boxing cards, but my 1938 Churchman boxing cards. Thought I'd show them. Here's Jack Johnson. That's what these look like on the back. So Jack Johnson, Joe Louis, Gene Tunney, Jack Dempsey, and Kid Berg. Man, the first two I got were the Joe Louis and the Kid Berg. I got these way back in like 2001, 2002-ish. Long time ago. And in my last video, I showed myself kind of a life in the day, going to the gym and going to the card shop and everything. And this was the photo that I picked up, the Joe Green at my local card shop. I haven't been working out so hard. I used to work out really hard, really often. It's in fantastic shape. Got my trainer certification. And recently, I've just been in a blah. So, wanted to need to get back into it, you know. Work out harder. So I thought maybe making a little video about it, get me back into it. Not that I have stopped altogether. I just haven't been working out with the intensity that I used to. Of course, I'm getting old now. And sometimes I just want to play with my baseball cards, you know? And I don't feel like leaving the house, especially in bad weather. But the weather has broken here in South Carolina. It's absolutely beautiful lately. And the sun always gets me energized. I don't know about you. There's something about the sun just energizes me. And I just want to get out and do things. So hopefully this will get me reinvigorated. We had a little bit of a late spring here. You know, last year in February, our summer basically started. It was just unbelievable how early spring and summer came here. It's been lingering a little bit, a lot more rain than most years. And, you know, when it rains, I don't know. I don't feel like doing much. You know what I feel like doing when it rains? I just feel like looking at some baseball cards. So that's what I have for you. Hey, if you haven't participated in Rick's contest, you really should do so. Most people are being entered, which I suspected would happen because there's all kind of obscure sets. And it's so much fun to learn about all the different ones and the ones that I don't know about. It's a lot of fun, but you should participate. So, hey, thanks for hanging out with me. And thanks for watching.